going down over the hill now?
No, that's going down over the hill on the right-hand side. Going down over the hill all the way
Gould Street side.
on the Gould Street side, all the way down to where the little building is.
Okay.
Okay, so it's everything on that side. We got those two quotes for that. And I'd recommend going with Maine Monument Service, give them a try. Stevens guys, I mean, what they did, it was, they did a pretty good job. I mean, look at it and they spent a lot of time and it looks very good. Some of the repair work was, yeah, they repaired it, but I'd like to give Maine Monument a crack and try that and see what we can do there.
Now, is the punch list all done with the other?
Yes, yeah,
Okay.
yeah. They've been, punch list has been done and the final payment's been made.
Okay. You want a motion to accept the bid from Maine Monument Service?
Yes, if there's no more discussion. All those in favor? All those opposed? So voted. Okay, another section up there, south of Avenue 1. Tom Stevens quoted $6,200 for that. Today I was speaking to Steve Beveridge, and their church does an annual community service project. They have done several cemeteries in the area as far as cleaning stones. I'm not quite sure how much restoration or repair they do, but they use D2 and they clean them by hand. They'll hit them with a bunch of folks and supervise them and take care of it. So it would cost us a couple gallons of the D2 cleaner, maybe some brushes, wire brushes and soft brushes and things to do it.
Any liability to us for that?
I don't think so. I'll follow up with them. And I think the church has some type of liability for their outreach programs. If not, I mean, there would be maybe a minimal charge for that, but yeah.
What about repairing? Just all you gotta do is.
Just cleaning. And any repairs we'd have to take a look at and, maybe get a quote on that in the future, but they all look pretty good. Some of the stones were out of adjustment, and I'll talk to Steve about whether they wiggle them back into place or what they do.
That's what you kept it under her.
Correct, yeah. But basically, they just go out there and just scrub them. Yeah. So I think it's worth giving a chance and maybe a win-win. Have a motion on allowing them to do that?
So moved.
All those in favor? All those opposed? So voted. Probably, maybe, but get to it this year, but if not, in the spring. GIS update. Jody put in a update from Letitia in the packet. They've been working on downloading or uploading the information from our system. There's been a glitch with some of the database, missing a 0 on one, and so they're trying to get that corrected, and hopefully they should have something by November. So that's a project they're still working on. They got a lot of the information that Bruce and his son did for the GIS, all the mapping and things. So we'll get that pulled together. We should be able to click on a lot and tells you who's there, and all important information from our files right in.
So it'll be available to the public too?
At some point, but at first, we just want it live for us to review, check it out, make sure it's right. But then, yeah, hopefully that's the goal, to make it go live and up for the folks.
So the test is available to us?
Will be, I think, in November. Hopefully, that's the goal. Whether, how those things work with GIS and computer stuff. If I was doing it, it'd be
Yeah.
2 years from
I
November.
was going to ask you, Steve Beveridge, what church is he?
It's was it Latter-day Saints? Yep. Okay, and Rochelle, thank you for coming. Tom talk a little bit about fall cleanup.
Yes.
And also, I just want to say, it looks great up there. You guys have done a great job. The only issues we've had, I think a couple stones have been hit that we need to make sure that the guys are up on top of, and we just need to know about it.
Yeah.
So that we can schedule, because what happens is when those stones get hit, and we need to make sure they get picked up and sealed when they go back,
Yeah.
so that the moisture doesn't get in there and do any damage. So it's real important. And then the shrubs, status on getting those shrubs taken out of there.
Wow, Ted, I believe at this point is more than half.
Good, good.
He's working pretty hard on it. I mean, we lost someone from the fire department, and we now have someone else who we're down to, get the fire.
Good.
So, Ted's been.
Okay, good, good. And the fall cleanup, you're scheduled for getting the leaves picked up, and that's going well.
Yes. Yep.
Good.
Yep, I think Ted has got 2 dump truck full 8 quarters of
Good. Take them down, dump on Jeffrey's land, right?
What's going on the Washington Street front? Are they just cleaning the bush up?
No, that's mowed, annual mowing.
Okay.
Usually mow it a couple times a year. Yeah. Looks a lot better this time. They did a better job.
It was this wet, so it was easy to get
Yeah.
this one.
So that can't be cleaned for down the road for the cemetery?
It's been pretty wet down there.
But we're gonna be considering the drainage issues above it. Maybe you could correct.
Maybe once we get that finished. Also, a lot of this GIS stuff will be able to help us identify if we have any other places where we can find lots. I mean, they were in the mapping system, we found that there's like a door section that between 2 different oak maps from the 1830s to the 1900 maps. I mean, there was a small section that maybe there's some lots in there, but we don't know. And we'd have to go ahead and verify whether we took ground penetration radar.
Somebody already home.
Yeah, make sure no one's home. So that's going good. Now, do you guys have any additional time available to work up there at the cemetery?
I'm hoping to be able to hire people to help out up there.
Okay. I mean, through your normal course of business, whether you had times in the year where you weren't switched over to the snow bowl yet, but you weren't full bore on all the rest of the parks, that maybe have some time to do some other projects up there?
Yeah, in November, usually November, we'll start steel making a little bit early. End of November, but that's kind of we've got our lift inspections. done,
Yeah,
so that's
yeah,
kind of how we'll do
okay.
it, Absolutely.
Yeah. What I'm thinking is, I know a lot of areas up there, it's difficult to mow because of the grades and the way, they need to take a small tractor up there and bucket up. We got plenty of material down the bottom of the hill.
Yeah,
And I know there's a load of topsoil buried in there someplace. And if not, we'll get one. But to bucket that stuff up there, rake it out, compact it, let it settle, seed it, and then just try to build up some of those areas
so it's easier to go.
so it's easier to mow and, so it looks better. I think it's a big project, but if we chip away at it a little bit of time.
We used to do it here. In the springtime, we pick at it here and here.
Yeah.
Even though we're going to hill,
Yeah.
because we're so near the zone.
Yeah. Yeah. But like I say, if you've got some time, I'd love to meet with you up there and go over it and get started. And there again, that's stuff that we could bill additionally, if need be, to the regular maintenance, or whatever.
It helps us in the end too.
Correct. And that's what I'm trying to do, is to fix the cemetery up and also to, while we have a chance to get those areas filled.
Yeah.
We got the dirt right there. And if we have to top dress it with some topsoil, we can. But to put it in there, let it settle out for the winter and then seed it.
You notice what I did in North Side, where they were putting the grass out by the road when you went by, you could see the piles of grass
Oh, yeah.
behind that white sign, and then I pushed all that down to the bank.
Oh, wow.
Then I went around the back of it, and I know I'm not supposed to do this because of liability, but I got my own liability policy. I pushed all that new stuff that was out there, I don't even know where it come from. It was about 4 dump truck loads
Yeah, I know.
down over the banking. Next time you go around the corner, you look. And, John, don't give me the devil.
I'll give you that one.
We usually
Chip, I
go
don't
over
want the devil
and
from
do
you
that.
either.
I'll take
Ken's
you.
problem now.
Robert.
Yeah. I did trim around all the trees too with my little saw.
Thank you.
All them little trees that were coming up around them.
Thank you. Anybody have anything else?
So the lawnmower can get right around all the little trees. I took some of the lower branches off.
We were talking about, your situation here. Wasn't it about if we officially make you our chairman of this board right here now?
You can.
Well, I'll make a motion that we appoint you as chairman. It isn't,
I'll second that.
it isn't legit.
We'll make it legit.
Yeah, that's what we're trying to do.
All those in favor? All those opposed? So voted.
You're all voted.
Uh,
Just to clean that up.
And also vice chairman.
Well, not everybody's here, so
Yep.
we'll let the rest
Okay, we'll do that next meeting.
be fair, as they say.
Jeff Suitforth has been.
Well, we can nominate Jeff, make him.
Just do that, it's already close.
Is that a motion?
Go.
Is that a motion?
Make that motion.
Second? All those in favor? All those opposed? So voted.
Anything else you want?
If he doesn't show up, he's gotta, you know. So you're gonna make snow in November?
Bring up something that somebody mentioned to me.
Sure.
So today at the,
What do you need for minimum temperatures?
at Mary Spring, they,
Maximum.
John, hold on.
Mary Spring hosted a speaker today on green burials, and I don't know anything about it, but I've kind of been looking up on it. But I've heard that the reason that green burials don't work in our cemeteries is because we have a requirement that people be buried in a vault.
Well, we've met with those folks and
Yeah.
we looked at it quite a bit
Yeah.
back last spring, maybe last winter. We looked at it quite a bit. We studied it. It is permitted in areas in the state of Maine. One of the issues that we have and we were concerned with is the groundwater. Some concerns on the groundwater and not only decay, but the chemicals for if someone had chemotherapy, and some of those things, drugs and things like that, getting into the water table was an issue. That was a question that we had. That along with the amount of land, we didn't go down that road and go that far to determine, but a lot would be significantly larger than the lots we have now. Because it's in the woods, kind of a natural setting. So, we didn't go down that road, but that was one of the things that we took a vote and opted not to go down that route.
Yeah.
So,
Thanks. So
but we did review it and we actually took a vote on it.
And we did find some areas that are negative on it now that allowed it to happen.
people's experience is,
Yeah.
There was some questions. I don't think that there was something that couldn't give us all the
Yeah.
answers.
Right. So,
thanks.
yep, no, that's great. Next meeting. How about November 19th? Does that work? Well, we should be done with all the mowing and cleanup by then, you think?
We still may have some.
Okay. Okay. Now, are you all set for the 19th, November? Okay. And if there's any difference, when I check with Jody, we'll do something different. Motion to adjourn? Second? All in favor? So voted. Thank you very much.